Lineups tonight for the Whitewater Warhawks. They will go with 6'2" junior Jameer Barker out of Racine St. Catherine, 6' sophomore Isaac Verges from Franklin, 6'2" sophomore Miles Barnstable from Sheboygan and Howard's Grove High, 6'4" senior Delvin Barnstable. He is from Sheboygan Lutheran High School, and 6'6" senior and a dandy to be sure, Trevon Chisholm out of McFarland, Wisconsin. Whitewater, coached by Jared Wicksher in his first year, 17 wins, 8 losses, and they finished 7-7 in conference play. For UW Stevens Point, 6'5" junior Malik Abdul Wahid from Brookfield Central, 6'5" freshman Seth Myron from Appleton and Kimberly High, 6'8" freshman Cal Crone from Waukesha West, 6'1" junior Darius Bolden from Glendale Nicolay, and 6'2" freshman Josiah Butler from Appleton Fox Valley Lutheran. Stevens Point 13-12 on the year, 7-7 in conference, and coached by Kent Dernbach in his first full season, and coaches overall record at UWSP 21 wins, 17 losses. Well, let's see how it shakes out here tonight. By the way, it looks as if they have switched up the starting lineup. The sophomore Miles Barnstable will come off the bench. In place of him, 6'5" junior Carter Capstrand from Franklin. Whitewater scores 78.7 points a game, allows 68.6. Stevens Point scores 71.6 and allows 71.2. It'll be Crone against Chisholm to jump center here and get this one started. And the officials talking things over with the scoring table to begin with. I'm not sure what the problem might be, or the question might be, but I guess we'll just have to hang on for the start. I don't know if it's something that they could have worked out ahead of time. I don't think it's really good for the players to be standing out there waiting and waiting, but there's a question about something. So let's wait and see and get this thing started here tonight. Point won the meeting here, 100-82, and then when the Pointers played down at Whitewater, you might recall it didn't quite go that way. That was a tough stretch for UWSP when the guys lost down at Whitewater, and in the process got pounded pretty good down there. In all honesty, they didn't have things go their way. That was an 81-55 final. And I'm not sure it was even that close, if you know what I mean. So here we go. Whatever it was, we've got it all straightened out. The opening tip controlled by the Warhawks, and we are underway. Into the front court, it'll be left off here for Verges. Out on top, Barker, left side. Barnstable, and Chisholm tries to throw it underneath the Capstrand and throws it away. So Stevens Point will get a crack at the first score of the game. Darius Bolden into the front court. Darius working and goes right side. Butler into the corner, Malik underneath. They got it there to Darius. Thought he might get a quick shot up, but a good recovery that time defensively by Burgess. Underneath, it'll go to Cal Crone, puts it up a little too strong, and the rebound into the hands of Verges. Off to Barker into the front court. We're scoreless after each team has had a possession. Barker gives it off high left Chisholm. Verges drops it in on the block. Barnstable goes up, rolls it off the rim. Bolden with a rebound, but he threw it back to Barnstable, who stepped out of bounds with it. Stevens Point will get the ball back here. Not quite a minute into this thing and still looking for our first score of the game. Darius will bring it into the front court. Heads left. Seth Myron got knocked to the floor. Out on top to Crone. Over it'll go to Butler on the wing. Josiah lifts the three and the Pointers lead it. Well, Jameer Barker was right there, but hands down, and Butler made him pay 3-0. Barker up high, gives it off on the wing to Capstrand, backing Cal down deep, spin move, scores with a foul. Got Cal down, and Capstrand's a strong young man, gives up a few inches, but Cal gets banged around in there a little bit. Cal will put on some weight. He's very mobile, but pretty thin for a freshman. Free throw good for Capstrand, and that ties the game at 3. Wasn't like Cal wasn't playing good hard defense, just giving up a little strength in there. Malik out in the right corner, looks for help. He's going to put it on the deck, outside to Crone. On the wing left side, Darius fakes it into the lane, kicks it out on the perimeter. Malik trying to go inside, behind the back, pull-up jumper, he's got it. Malik Abdul Wahid. The Pointers go back on top by a 5-3 score. 18 minutes to go here in the opening half. Jameer Barker off the Capstrand screen, gives it to Chisholm, in deep to Capstrand again. He's got Cal on him, kick out Barnstable. Drop it right back inside to Chisholm, working against Malik. His jumper won't go, and Malik with a rebound. Into the hands of Josiah Butler. Butler up front, crossover into the lane, down the lane, off the glass, no, tipped by Cal. He'll get it, bounces it inside to Myron. Set with the spin move, goes up, he'll score it. Beautiful footwork by Myron, and the Pointers grab an early 7-3 advantage. Barker up the left side, off the Capstrand screen, lifts the jump shot and knocks it down. Jameer Barker is a dandy, scores 11.3 points. I mean, he's a great point guard, and that was just a great shot. Darius Bolden to the circle, down the lane, scooping layup, no, but a foul. That'll be the first foul on Whitewater. It's going to go on Isaac Verges. That'll be his first, and should put Darius at the free throw line. Pointers coming off that nice win to close out the regular season, 69-64 at Oshkosh. Bolden's first free throw of the game, perfect. Pointer lead at 8-5. 17:01 to go here in the opening half. Pretty good crowd. There are a lot of things going on. Darius made them both. I mean, you have playoff girls basketball, you have playoff hockey, you have volleyball going on up in the Berg Gym right now, so a lot of things. Ball stolen away by Malik, and this will be an easy flush for Smooth, and the Pointers grab an 11-5 lead. Beautiful steal by Malik, and off to the races with an easy 2. Chisholm trying to get into the lane, backing down against Malik. Ball poked away off of Chisholm. Pointer basketball. Seth Myron getting in there to help out. 16:33 to go. Pointers will get the ball back here into the game. For Whitewater will come Elijah Lambert, replacing Trevon Chisholm. 11-5 score, 16.5 minutes to go. Pointers, by the way, in the home whites here. Whitewater in the road blacks. Out on the wing, Butler with Barker on him. Josiah running baseline, backs him down, still working with the ball in hand, goes up and scores! Tough shot by Butler and a foul. He spun back to his left, had Barker leaning the other way, managed to get it up off the glass and score it, and the foul on Barker. Chance for the three-point play for Josiah Butler. Logan Baumgartner getting set to come in. The free throw is good. So an early 9-point lead for Stevens Point. And Cal Crone will get a little bit of a break as Logan Bumgartner comes into play in the post. Going to give up some size in there, although right now Chisholm out. He's the 6'6" guy and plays bigger than that. Verges into the front court. Lobs it to Capstrand, top of the circle. Over it'll go to Lambert. Working on the left wing, back to Verges. Guarded there by Butler. Lambert goes left to Barnstable, into the lane, jump stop, in trouble, pulled away by Malik. He's got Butler to his right, down the lane, laid up and in by Josiah Butler. And Whitewater needs the time. Pointers run out to a 11-point lead. Timeout, 30 seconds. We'll take the break, coming back. Pointers basketball, WPCN. (16-5), the big stat early on. Whitewater has 5 turnovers, and we have played 4 minutes and 12 seconds. So that's a huge stat. Whitewater is shooting 50%, but they've only had 4 shots. Stevens Point shooting 75% on 6 of 8, and you can add in there 3 free throws. So 16-5, long way to go, but we love the start. I think you all know, but the winner will play again on Thursday. And you'll either be at River Falls or at Platteville. All right, here you go. Barker will inbound. Point's going to go with a little full court pressure here. And the long inbound comes up the left sideline to Lambert. Guarded by Smooth out there. Lambert with the dribble. They're setting a screen up. Out on top, it'll go to James Kelly into the game. Over to the right side, Barnstable, back to Kelly. Kelly trying to get by Logan. Tosses out on the wing, Verges, finds Barker. 16-5 score. Shot clock 7. Barker takes a deep 3, left it short. Bumgartner with a rebound. Good box out by Logan. It'll go to Darius, he'll bring it up, over it'll come to Butler. Working on the left wing. Josiah got it inside to Myron. Myron spins, goes up, scores! Seth Myron got in deep on a beautiful feed. 18-5 Stevens Point. Barker back up on the right side off the high screen from Kelly. Lobs it right side to Barnstable. Barnstable trying to get by Seth, got him down on the block. Bounces it back to Lambert, drives the lane, blocked by Malik, and then off of Lambert and out of bounds. Malik Abdul-Wahid with a great defensive block down in the post that time. Pointers up 13 with the ball back. Darius Bolden will bring it up here. Darius looking right, bounces to Malik at the left elbow, to the corner, 3 ball, Bumgartner off the rim. No, tipped up, no, almost. Tipped in by Barnstable that time. Good look by Logan, just didn't get it to go. Barnstable on the right wing, goes to Kelly, he fumbled it, but retrieves it. Lambert on the left wing. Verges at the top of the circle. Good defense early on by Point. You know Whitewater will make a run. Barker, Lambert gets in deep, leaves it off for Kelly, goes up and scores it. James Kelly, a senior out of Milwaukee and St. John's Military, averages 9.7 off the bench. 18-7 pointers. Bolden sends it across to Malik, gets a step on Lambert down to the baseline, kicks it out. Logan wants 3, that's off the mark. Well, he's 0 for 2, got a good shot again. Didn't knock any down. Lambert into the front court. Chance for Whitewater to come back a little closer. Barker off the left wing. Stopped his dribble, sends it over to Barnstable. Into the right corner, it'll go there. Burgess back to Barnstable. In and out, no. Malik high for the rebound. Off it'll go there. Bolden up the right wing. Darius works dribble, had it poked away. Who's going to get the basketball? Loose on the floor. Jump ball. Darius a little loose with the handle right there. Crone's going to come back, and Ryan Genrick will come into the game. Darius just a little loose with the handle, got it poked away. Now, possession arrow in favor of the Pointers, so Point will get the ball back here, get a little moisture wiped up off the floor. Auto Select, quality, dependable auto repair and service performed by qualified technicians you can trust. Inbound to Josiah Butler. Over to Baumgartner on the left side, Lambert on him. Genrick off the Crone screen, up on top. Ryan against Burgess, sends it right side. Myron down to the baseline, backing his way in, step back, jump shot, got it. Seth Myron hot early, 20-7, Stevens Point. 12:49 to go. Opening half, Barker to Kelly. Lambert with the handoff to Barker, showed off the screen, did Stevens Point. Bottled up that play for the Warhawks. Barker gets right to Barnstable, down the lane, a little left-hand jump hook, no. Rebound, Cal Crone. Off it'll come to Butler. Stevens Point up the wing. Josiah to the arc, stops there. Thought about the three, gives it up to Cal instead. Crone starts left, gives back to Butler, it's open, three on the way, off the mark, no. Rebound tipped into the hands of Kelly. Well, another good look. That's 3 threes in a row that you had good looks, didn't hit them. Barker gets it inside. Kelly tipped away. Kelly gets it back and will hold it on the baseline. Backing in against Cal. Kick out wide open. Lambert, three, no. Deep rebound, right corner. Genrick. Ryan will bring it up. Chance to extend. Genrick with the dribble into the corner. Myron wants three. Off the rim, no. Rebound tip. Coming out of there with it, the Warhawks, and they turn it right back over. Genrick picks it up. Over to Butler, into the corner, three on the way from Baumgartner. That one was well defended. We're getting a little three happy all of a sudden. Got to work to get some good shots inside. Whitewater has given you a chance to really blow this thing open. You've missed 4 in a row. Barker over the top of the circle and a screening foul. Who's it going to go on? And not sure who they called it on. Thought he held up 25. That would be A.J. Utek. He's not on the floor. Yeah, okay, so it's going to be on Josiah Butler. That will bring you the media timeout, 11:19 to go. We've got the time. We'll come back here in 30 seconds. UW Stevens Point men's basketball, WPCN. And Stevens Point with a 20-7 lead. And apparently, well, it is a media timeout, I'm sorry. Right now, Whitewater 3 of 10 from the floor, 0 for 3 from deep, 1 of 1 from the line. Stevens Point 8 of 15 from the floor, that's 53%. 1 of 6 from deep. And we've had some good looks, but we have all of a sudden become real happy to take that early three. I think Coach would like them to work it a little bit longer, although they, outside of the last one, have been good shots. That's only 17%, by the way. Pointers currently tied in the rebound department at 7. Inbound, it'll come to Barker, by the way. Darius Bolden back in. Jameer Barker with the left wing dribble, gives it off over there. Ball stolen away. Malik with another breakout, and he will throw it down. 22-7, Stevens Point. Wow, what a start to the game for Stevens Point here. Got to keep it rolling. Burgess bounces it off to Lambert on the right wing. Outside, it'll go to Chisholm back into the game. Barker, free throw line extended left outside. 3 ball buried. Nobody got out on Jake Quast, a sophomore out of Hinsdale, Illinois. You're going to have to cover him up. He can shoot it out there. Into the front court, Stevens Point up by a dozen. Malik on the right wing. Puts it on the deck, takes it across the circle over to Genrich. Ryan trying to get inside. Kicks it back out to Malik, 13 on the shot clock. Darius Bolden drives it down the right of the lane. Tried to bounce it over to Cal. Nothing there, turnover. It'll come back up to Lambert. Off on the wing, it'll go there to Quast. Quast looking into the post to Lambert, gives it up to Chisholm. Chisholm, right wing, Barker. Back to Chisholm, in deep to Lambert. He goes over Genrich and scores it. And it's down to a 10-point game. Or lead, I should say. Had it at 15. Josiah Butler with it. Out on the right side against Barker. Josiah dribbles through trouble, gets in deep, throws it over. Malik fakes the 3, pulls into the lane, step through, lays it up and in. My goodness, Malik Abdul-Wahid, 12-point pointer lead. Quickly up, Quast wide open, gets another. Somebody's got to get back on him. He's 2 for 2. That cuts the lead down to 9. Not sure who actually has him defensively, but he's in there for a reason. They needed some scoring. Bolden up front. Darius bounces it over to Butler. Crone steps out for the screen. Butler into the lane, down the lane, pull-up jumper, no. Tipped and pulled in by Chisholm. Off to Barker, they can get a little bit closer. After you dominated, they hit a 3 here, right down the lane, and you've got a 6-point game, and we're going to get a foul whistle. That's going to go on Malik Abdul-Wahid, his first, 3rd team. And it will be a shooting foul. Jameer Barker will go to the line for 2. Seth Myron set to come back here. 24-15. Tricor Insurance, dedicated to helping our clients succeed. Tricor, with offices statewide, including Stevens Point, Marshfield, and Wisconsin Rapids. Barker hits the first. Jake Buchanan in for Stevens Point for Darius Bolden. Well, sometimes when you run out to that big lead and they start to crawl back on you, it seems to get a little tight. You just need a couple of conversions. You've gone cold here for the last few possessions. Barker's second is good. He's got 4, and that lead of 15 now down to 7. Buchanan starts to the right side, gives it off into the corner to Malik. Malik with the dribble near the top of the circle over to Myron. Seth coming back left. Whitewater picking up intensity. Butler out on top. Josiah gets by Jameer Barker into the lane, had it stripped away and out of bounds. It'll be off of Butler. Well, we've gotten, stopped up a little bit now by the Whitewater defense. Skyward Incorporated, connecting parents and education, 24-17. Left side, Capstrand up to Chisholm. Chisholm trying to go inside against Malik, toss it to the corner, Barnstable trying to get by Myron, into the lane. Powers his way, goes and misses, put back, no, but a foul. And they'll go to the line. Looks like the foul on Myron. That is now 4 team fouls. Well, that's the thing. You're hot, and then you stop scoring, and that allows the other team to come right back. You still have a lead. Free throw good. Whitewater starting to get to the line now. Your final score, Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard, showing point 24, Whitewater 18. Plan your before or after game get-togethers at the final score. Second of Maria Stevens Point missed the second. 6-point lead. 8:06 to go in the opening half. Butler into the hands of Myron. Somebody's got to score it here. Cal Crone leaves it up on top for Butler. We're kind of bogged down here. Malik to the elbow. Needs help, bounces it to Crone. Shot clock 7. Cal working dribble, gets down to the baseline, leans in, and got it to go. Cal Crone with his first 2 of the game, 26-18. See if the Pointers can go on a little run here. Barker leaves it off up on top to Quast. Over to the right corner to Barnstable. Barker off the Chisholm screen, trying to get by Butler, a little push off, 17-footer, left it short, rebound inside Barnstable. Working over Myron, can't get it to go, and a rebounding foul is going to be called on Whitewater. That might be Cap Strand, it is. All of a sudden you saw Cal under the basket, out of bounds. It's like Cal wouldn't just go there. So that'll be the 3rd team foul and another media timeout coming up. 7:15 to go in the half, a 1-minute break. Pointers up 26-18. We'll be right back. Pointers basketball, WPCN. In the opening half, Pointers up 26-18. Butler into the front court. Boy, a basket would be so big here. Cal Crone, right side, it'll go to Butler. Double team, stolen away. Mishandled on ahead, down the lane, blocked away by Malik. And they're gonna call goaltending, I guess. I thought he caught it on the way up, but I might be wrong. Verges will get credit for the basket, 26-20. Left side to Crone, that's just, a turnover. Malik down the lane is fouled, he'll score. Will they give him the basket or no? He was on the way up. I thought, yep, they're gonna give him the basket. That's 10 already for Malik. Kind of fumbled it coming down the lane, in all honesty. That'll be foul 2 on Isaac Verges. 4 on the Warhawks, and now a chance to get the lead back to 9 if you hit this free throw. And Smooth has it swirl out. Chisholm with the board. It'll go to Quast. He'll bring it up against Buchanan, takes him on the left wing, gives it there to Capstrand. Back up to Chisholm outside the arc. Bounces it over to Barnstable. Verges, Chisholm. Chisholm looking, he's going to launch it over Malik and got the bounce. I don't know if they gave him 3, they did. His first basket will lead down to 5. Butler front court, you just have to keep playing hard. Butler, another turnover by Stevens Point. Back it'll come, Quast inside, blocked by Malik, and a foul called. And these turnovers out on top are killing you. Just missed handling the basketball, and that's 2 now on Malik. He's almost got to come out of the game with 6 minutes to go in the half. Well, you were playing clean basketball and decided to start turning it over. That's the difference. This could get it down to a 2-point game. Bumgartner getting set to come in for Malik. Free throw is good for Quast, who has come on here and has 9 points. Malik will have to sit, and we're going to get a Pointer timeout. 6:04 to go. You've got to be strong with the basketball. And the Pointers have turned it over too many times here in a row. That's what got Whitewater into trouble. Now it's hurting our Pointers. 6:04 to go. This will be the first timeout taken by Stevens Point, and it'll leave each team with 3 to go here in the ball game. Stevens Point men's volleyball swept Rockford. Scores of 25-15, 25-14, and then 29-27. So congrats to the men's volleyball team. I told you earlier that women's hockey was a 2-1 winner. So congrats to the women's hockey team. They'll play again on the weekend. Seth Myron with it out on top to Bumgartner. Goes right wing to Cal Crone. Now you have to fight through this. Cal on the wing. You had a huge lead, and it's down to a 2-point game. Butler picks up the dribble over to the right side. Bumgartner 3, left it short again. Well, all of a sudden, the 3 ball is not working for Point. It was early. Verges off the high screen, trying to get by Butler. Bounces it in deep. Chisholm working over Cal, ties the game. Whitewater has come all the way back from 15 down in the opening half. Over to the right side, Seth Myron. Seth down to the baseline, powers his way down and then lost it out of bounds. And they're going to give it back to Whitewater. Yet another turnover on Stevens Point. Can't win ball games turning the ball over. 28 apiece, Whitewater trying for its first lead, and you can just see the confidence kind of seeping away. Chisholm with the handoff to Quast. Gets it right back from Verges, down deep. Chisholm, pull-up jumper, in and out, no. Rebound tip, Bumgartner with the board. Off it'll go to Butler, who is going to score for Stevens Point. Josiah across the way to Buchanan. Jake back on top. Logan wants it, takes it into the lane. Pass to the wing. Buchanan for 3! He's got it! Big time for Jake Buchanan. And the Pointers back up by 3. 4:30 to go. 31-28. Verges to the right side to Barnstable. Myron guarding out there. Wanted to go inside to Chisholm. They'll bounce it. Poked away by Cal. They're going to call Cal for a foul. That'll be his second. It is 6 on the Pointers. Hawks will inbound. Barker comes back in now for Whitewater. Josiah Gilly going to come in for Point. Good to have Josiah back on Saturday. He was in a boot. Had his left foot in a boot. 31-28 ball game. Chisholm to battle. Well, they're going to switch Josiah over on Chisholm. Boy, Chisholm's going to have a little size advantage. Not a quickness advantage, however. They'll lob it into Chisholm. Over it'll go to Lambert, into the hands of Barker. Pointers up by 3. And a foul in the post on Josiah Gilly. Maybe a little too much contact against Chisholm. That'll put him at the line for the 1-and-1 here. Lee Ayers Jewelers, providing custom design jewelry, free custom design consultations, as well as jewelry repair where dreams are made. Good luck, Pointers, from Lee Ayers. And Chisholm, who is a really good free throw shooter, makes good on number 1. Boy, Point ran out to that lead, and credit Whitewater, they just stayed the course. And that one misses. Myron with a rebound. Chisholm on the year, a 75% free thrower. Right side, it'll go to Josiah Gilly. Out on top to Butler. Butler had a hot hand early. Josiah back, sends it left. Bumgartner thought about it. Too slow of a pass trying to get it to Myron, and stolen away again. The initial read was there, but then he didn't throw the pass. Chisholm saw what was happening, came around and stole it. Out on top, Quast off to Chisholm. Pointers up by 2. Lambert in deep, Chisholm, kick out. Quast from the left corner, off the mark. And the rebound battled for, picked up by Barnstable. He'll go up, can't score it. Rebound tip, Gilly with it. And did we get a jump ball or a tie-up? Or a foul? We are going to get jump ball. What did we get a timeout called? I can't even tell you. I guess we got a timeout called. I thought Gilly had the basketball. So I'm waiting to really find out what this was. 3:19 to go. 31-29, Stevens Point. And the Pointers are going to talk things over right here. Boy, you had things going in the turnover department. And now they're almost even at 7-6. 3:19 remaining here. I'm not even sure who's going to have the ball. Warhawks, the arrow's in favor of them, so if it was a jump ball, Whitewater's going to have the ball back. But then where does this timeout come from? Not sure. 31-29 is your score. Try to get you some other scores here coming up in a little bit. Spash Hockey, big game, hosting Hudson. And the winner of that one will play for a right to go to the state tournament. Spash at home here. Looks like Point's going to have the ball. So maybe it was a jump and it was in favor of Point. And now the arrow moves back to Whitewater. That must be what it is. Here you go, Pointers with the 2-point lead. Butler to Buchanan. Jake gives it off right side, Gilly. Josiah going down to the baseline, spins by Lambert, off the rim, no. Good move, didn't get it to go. 31-29. Barker into the front court, guarded by Butler off the Chisholm screen. He'll lift the three, and Whitewater leads. Just like that, they have come all the way back to grab a 32-31 lead from 15 down. Buchanan on the wing. And we've got a foul out in the corner on Lambert. There wasn't much there in my opinion. That'll be team 5 on Whitewater. Foul on Elijah Lambert. Well, you knew it wasn't going to be easy. What a hot start you had, and thankfully you did. Gilly in the right corner. Trying to work a little dribble, working in deep, kicks it out on the perimeter. Off on the right side into the lane. Myron spins, goes up, left hand scores. Boy, he's so good with that offhand. Seth Myron has 8. Pointers go back up by 1. Bounce it into the right corner. Barnstable up on top, Chisholm. Along the lane line, Quast out on the perimeter. Barnstable getting by Myron into the lane. Pull up left-hander, in and out, no. Tipped up, no. Myron with a rebound. Now go down and score another one. Minute 56 to go in the half. Butler stops at the arc. Goes to the corner to Gilly. Josiah working off the dribble. Down on the baseline, looking for help. Needs it, gets it to Genrick. Ryan attacks into the lane. Kicks it out, Gilly. Pulls up from 12, got it! Oh, big shot for Josiah Gilly. Pointers grab the 3-point lead at 35-32, a minute 30 to go. Whitewater with Barker. Really good ball handler. Stolen, well, almost stolen by Genrick. Off it'll go to Lambert, left side Quast. He's been a problem for Point. Chisholm trying to get by Gilly, gets in deep, lost the ball going up, and another foul. Chisholm will get a chance at the line. Gilly will pick up the foul. Now he's got 2. That's team 8. Chisholm to the free throw line. I guess they're going to say it's a 2-shot foul. I didn't know that he was shooting, but there you go. He's got the first. 35-33, Stevens Point with the advantage. If you're joining us late, Point ran out to a 22-7 lead. The Warhawks came all the way back to have a 32-31 lead. Pointers right now up 35-34. 1:09 to go. Buchanan over to Genrick. Off to Butler on the wing. Whitewater has picked up the intensity. Gilly on the baseline, going against Lambert. Inside turnaround jumper, got it again! Josiah Gilly feeling it. 37-34, can you get a stop? Game and shot clock about 20 seconds different, so you'll get another possession. Quast over to Barnstable. Off on the wing to Lambert, hands it there to Barker, off the screen, into the lane, down the lane, banks it in. 1 point lead. Point will go for one shot. Game and shot clock almost identical here. Butler has it. Gives it up to Genrick on the right side, looking over at coach for some instruction. Now you're down to 10 seconds to go. Butler with the ball. Who's going to get the shot? Butler out at the top of the arc. Goes right, stops, stands, throws it up at the hoop. It won't go. That was not a good shot to close out the half. But you will go to the locker room, I think. Hang on just a second. Officials have not declared this half over. You got all tied up again, defense, or dribbling, not defensively. Got all tied up. They're going to put 0.2 seconds back on the clock. Ryan Peterson will come in. Cal Crone will come in. You just can't give up a lob to the basket. Oh, 1.5. I don't know about that. Seems like a lot of time, in all honesty. 37-36, Whitewater will have a chance, 1.5 seconds. Cal's going to defend the inbounder. That'll be Quast. He just loads it up, throws it. It is caught. The shot on the way, not going to go, and we will head to the locker room. After having a 15-point lead, that lead down to 1, but you have the lead. Stevens Point 37, Whitewater 36. We'll be back here in a couple of minutes. University of Wisconsin, Stevens Point men's basketball, WPCN. Have a 1-point lead right now. Early on, Stevens Point had run out to a big lead. Got it up to 22-7. 15-point lead, and credit Whitewater. Point started to miss a few shots. Whitewater had picked up its defensive pressure. That's probably the main reason. And then Stevens Point, which was very clean for the early part of the half in the turnover department, all of a sudden decided to be generous and give the ball away. And that's when things really started to turn. Not only do you not get a shot off when you turn the ball over, but they're coming down and scoring on you. And that kind of turned this game around and got the Warhawks right back into it. So, well, we expected it would be a close game, and it certainly is right now as you lead it by 1. And if you can get to the end of the game and lead it by 1, everybody in here will be happy. Now, it's not a huge crowd, but it is not too bad is the way I will label it. I'm not good at guessing numbers, but, you know, it's a fairly good-sized crowd here today. And right now, probably a little concerned. After you run out to that big lead, it's hard to hold that lead, and Whitewater's such a good team, obviously came all the way back. The other game tonight, Stout is at La Crosse, and right now at their break, the Blue Devils have a 7-point lead over the La Crosse Eagles, 52-45. It is halftime. The Pointers do have a 1-point advantage, 37-36. Let's take a 90-second break. We'll come back, get you the scoring summary on the opening half. This is UW Stevens Point Men's Basketball, WPCN. As our Pointer men do have a 1-point advantage at the half, and we'll see if they can hang on to this one. You don't want to, I don't think that's a good way to put it. You don't want to hang on, I guess. Come out and win this second half. Make sure that you win the second half, whether you win it by 1 or, you know, however many. Just win this half, and then you will advance and play again on Thursday. Your final score, Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard, showing Stevens Point up 37-36 right now. Statistics in the opening half for the Warhawks. They have hit 12 of 25, so they are up to 48% now. 4 of 8 from long range, that's 50%. 8 of 10 from the line, so they have taken 6 more free throws than our guys have. Rebounding, the Warhawks have 13, including 3 offensive. They have 7 assists, 7 turnovers, 4 steals. Leading scorer right now at the half for Whitewater, Jameer Barker with 9 and Jake Quast with 9. 8 for Trevon Chisholm, and he only played a little under 15 minutes in that opening half. I honestly didn't even know if he played that much. He seemed to be on the bench a lot early. 3 points for Carter Capstrand, and then 2 for Isaac Verges, Elijah Lambert, and James Kelly. 1 for Delvin Barnstable. For Stevens Point, Pointers 16 of 26 from the floor. That's 62%. They're only 2 of 8 from long range, however, and that makes a difference, 25%. 3 of 4 from the line, so again, you've been outscored by 5 at the free throw line. Rebounds are even, 13 apiece, although again, Whitewater has 3 offensive rebounds. Point has 1. Stevens Point, 7 assists and 7 turnovers and 4 steals. So those lines are identical between the two teams. Each with 7 assists, each 7 turnovers, each 4 steals. And you have a 1-point game. Not surprising, right? Whitewater did have a lead of 1 point. Stevens Point had a biggest lead of 15. Points off of turnovers, Whitewater 8, the Pointers 12. Points in the paint, Whitewater 14, point 22. Second chance points, Whitewater none, Stevens Point 2. Fast break points, Whitewater 8, the Pointers 4. Off the bench, Whitewater has the advantage, 13-7 right now. Stevens Point does have the 1-point advantage. The winner, of course, moves on to play again on Thursday, and the loser will end its season. I suppose there would be an outside chance with Whitewater's overall record at 17-8, but I would doubt it as to their getting an at-large bid. Right now, Platteville is the only WIAC team ranked in the top 25, although the Pioneers are the top team in the regional ranking. But there isn't another Pointer team in the top, another Wisconsin Intercollegiate Athletic Conference team in the regional rankings, and those are the first ones that they will look at as far as getting into the postseason tournament. So I think you're going to, outside of Platteville, which my opinion now is a lock already, outside of the Pioneers, anybody else from our league, in my opinion, will have to win the conference postseason tournament, whether it be Point, Whitewater, La Crosse, River, or Stout. It is halftime. Your final score, Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard shows Stevens Point 37, Whitewater 36. Let's take a 90-second break, and we will return. UW Stevens Point men's basketball, WPCN. And again, in the other game right now, Stout at La Crosse, the Blue Devils had the 52-45 lead over the Eagles. In high school tournament hockey, they are in the second period. Stevens Point hosting Hudson, and right now Spash with a 4-1 lead. Should the Panthers win that one, they would play Saturday at 4 o'clock in Hudson. At least that's where the sectional final is scheduled to be played. With the winner of that one moving on to the state tournament next week. And should the Panthers win that, our intention is to bring you that sectional final on Saturday. So we'll wait and see. There are questions as to the time of various games. The Spash girls could be playing, the Pacelli girls could be playing, the Spash boys hockey team could be playing, and the Pointer men's basketball team could be playing. And exactly what the game times are for any of those right now up in the air. The two girls basketball games right now scheduled for 7 o'clock if either are playing. They each would have to win their game on Friday to advance. One would suspect they would win, but you don't get to go on suspicions. You have to go earn it. So, all right, let's see what happens with our guys here. You had a 15-point lead. Whitewater came storming back. Can you go out and build a nice lead again? Can you hang on? How are you going to approach this? If you are the Pointers, you've got to find your way back. Get that confidence back up. Coach is talking to them, and I would assume we'll have the same starting five. One of the big stats right now, Stevens Point fouls. Malik Abdul, Wahid, Cal Crone, and Josiah Gilly, all with 2 personals. By the way, Whitewater will have the ball. The Warhawks' only player with 2 is Isaac Verges. It is going to be, speaking of, Verges, Jameer Barker, let's see, Delvin Barnstable, Carter Capstrand, and Trevon Chisholm. All to start here for the Warhawks. And the lob comes on the floor, and we're underway. Pointers by 1. Chisholm on the left side sends it across to Barnstable. Bounces right wing, Verges. Outside to Capstrand, quickly left, Barker. Didn't want to take that 3. Chisholm, and he drains it over Malik. Well, that's kind of what he did down at Whitewater. And you're down by 2 at 39-37. He can't shoot it from anywhere. Malik gets by Chisholm, gets down to the baseline, gives it back to Cal, 15-footer. We're back to a tied game. Cal Crone with a nice basket right there. So tied at 39. Here come the Warhawks. Barnstable back over. Verges on the right sideline. Bounces to Chisholm. Has it stolen away by Seth Myron. Off to Darius into the front court. Back over to Seth. Stops. Covered up. Malik for 3. That's not going to go. And Barker with the rebound inside. Just have gone a little cold from 3-point range. Barker up the right wing. Tied ball game off the Trevon Chisholm screen. Capstrand into the left corner. Verges drives it to the free throw lane. Off to Chisholm. Back into the corner. Barnstable, a little hesitation. Got inside, blocked away, picked up by Myron. It'll go there to Darius. Brings it up the left side. Darius down to the baseline. Gets in deep. Got cut off. And then throws it away. Darius losing his feet again. And Barnstable will score at the other end. Darius loves to go baseline and then jump in the air. He had nowhere to go with it again and turned it over. 41-39. That's just, you can't do it. Cal Crone looking at Myron in the post and throws it back out to Malik. Hands it to Butler. Off the screen, couldn't get his 3 up. Bolden on the right wing. Darius drives it into the lane and he is fouled. That's going to go, I think, on Verges. That'll be the first foul of the second half, and it will be the third on Isaac Virgins. He will come out, and here comes Jake Quast. Quast had the big 9 points off the bench in the opening half. Warhawks up 41-39. We're inside 18 minutes to go in this one. Bolden throws it into Crone. Cal with Capstrand on him. Works him to the block, gives it up to Malik. Crossover into the lane, double team comes, off to Cal. Baseline jumper is going to be short. Rebound to Barker. Jameer into the front court to the left corner. 3 on the way. In and out, no, but tipped out to Chisholm. You failed on a defensive rebound. Reset here, Capstrand. Out on the wing, skips it way over to the left side. Inside Barnstable, lays it up and in. Well, now you're down by 4 at 43-39. Somebody's got to start to take over offensively here. Butler off the Malik screen, can get a shot up down the lane, and he turns it over. Off on ahead, it'll go Barnstable into the lane, got tied up, gives it to the wing, and what are we going to get? Are we going to get a foul or a jump ball? I'm waiting to see the official indication. Looks like it's just going to be out of bounds. Coach wants to know what the heck the call was. Whitewater by 4, inbound Quast. Out on top, poked away. Malik had a chance at it, loses it on the floor, and now a jump ball, so it'll go to Stevens Point. Paper City Savings, proud supporter of our community. Locations, Plover, Wisconsin Rapids, and Nakusa. 43-39 Whitewater. Point will get it back. You've got to dig deep now. This is your home floor. Get that confidence back up. Play with a little swagger here. Whitewater's come out and kind of gotten physical on you. You've got to respond. Darius off to Crone. Cal holds it outside the arc and leaves it for Myron. Seth down to the right baseline. Capstrand tried to poke it away. Seth gets deep again, kicks it out to Crone. Finds Darius. He'll penetrate down the lane, off to Cal. Short jumper, and he left it short. Well, you got a good shot. You didn't make it, and those are the killers right now. Barker into the front court, working with the dribble, top of the circle. Over to Quast. Right back out to Jameer. Looked into the post to Chisholm. Goes left, Barnstable. Down deep to Quast. Outside, 15 on the shot clock. Barnstable down the lane. Throws it out on the wing to Capstrand. Back to Barker. Shot clock at 8. Poked away by Cal Crone. Gets it off to Malik. He'll drive it down the lane, and a foul is going to go on Barker. It, I believe, will be a 2-shot foul. Barker probably a good foul there. Malik with Cal with him. Malik was going to get to the basket here. He'll go to the line and have to make a couple of free ones. 16:01 to go. 43-39 Whitewater. Need these free ones. The first is good. Malik with 11 points in the game. Ryan Genrich going to come in for Stevens Point. He'll replace Josiah Butler. Butler had a big start to the game, but has been silenced since. Malik will get the second free one, trying to get his squad back within 2, and it rims out, no. Rebound to Chisholm. So point now 60% from the line. Front court over to the right side. Quast with it against Genrich, gives it out on top. They throw it right back to Quast on the wing. In deep, Chisholm, turn around, and he'll go right up over the top of the defender and score it. You can't let him get the ball that deep. You're down by 5. Seth Myron over to Cal on the right wing. Crone out on top to Darius. Bolden with it. Poked away, but he got it back. Again, a little too loose. Darius into the lane, down the lane, off the glass. He'll score it. His first field goal, 45-42. And Barker walks it up. Whitewater coming back from 15 down. And off ball, we're going to get a foul. Who's it going to be called on? It's going to be on Seth Myron. That'll be his second, the first on the pointers, and we're going to get the media timeout. 15:04 to go in the ball game. Whitewater 45, Stevens Point 42. We'll be back in 1 minute. UW Stevens Point men's basketball, WPCN. Whitewater off the inbound. Chisholm left wing. Out on top. Capstrand into the hands and down into the corner. Quast back to Barnstable against Myron. Down the lane. Spin move. Left it short. Chisholm there. Lost it. Got it back. And now another foul. You just didn't go get that rebound. Butler will come back. That's a costly missed rebound. 14:45 to go. Myron will come out. Foul was on Darius Bolden, his first. Each team with 2 team fouls. Whitewater will get a fresh 20. Inbound, out on top, Capstrand. Off to Jameer Barker against Genrick. Into the lane, Quast goes up, lays it up and in. Jake Quast with 11 off the bench. 47-42, point trails. Whitewater was in the championship game a year ago, and basically the exact same team. So Point with its work cut out, but you had that early lead. Cal on the wing, lost it, got it back. Bolden against Barker, back to Cal, into the lane, goes up, draws the foul maybe on Chisholm. It is going to be on Barker. I believe that's his third now. And the third on Whitewater. Now Cal Crone will get a couple of free throws. Need to make them. Hilltop Pub and Grill for lunch or dinner. The Hilltop is there for you. Dine in, carry out, or delivery. Open daily at 11. Free throw good for Cal. 4-point difference. And Isaac Verges back in for Whitewater, replacing Jameer Barker right now. Cal will get the second free throw. It's on the way and good. Boy, it swirled around enough, but it finally dropped through. 3-point ball game. Can you get a stop? Verges crosses the timeline against Bolden over to the right side. Quast. Left wing, Barnstable to a cutting Quast down the lane. Tosses it out on the perimeter. Good defensive help. Quast inside, jump stop, up off, can't hit it, tipped out. Quast got it back, out on the wing. Down deep, Chisholm, he'll go up, jump hook and score. Well, you gave up 3 chances with missed rebounds. That's been a problem, 49-44. Bolden wants 3 and got it. Darius Bolden with a big 3. And now Stevens Point is going to take a 30-second timeout. 13:27 to go. This will leave Stevens Point with 2 timeouts to go in the ball game. 13:27 to go, 49-47. Seth Myron getting set to come back for Stevens Point here. I mean, obviously, this is going to, unless something happens, go right down to the wire. You just have to stay strong, and the rebounding thing is really starting to hurt you. You have now been out-rebounded 20-14, and it's those second and third chances like the last time down the floor. You got them to miss, but they kept getting the ball back, and then finally Chisholm put it up and in. That gives him 15 points now, including 7 already here in the second half. He's a really, really good player, a senior out of McFarland. Averages 16 a game, now has 15. Not an easy job, but you have to find a way to keep him at bay. 49-47, 13:27 to go. It'll be Abdul-Wahid, Butler, Crone, Myron, Bolden. Pointer foul trouble. You've got 2 on Myron, Abdul-Wahid, Crone, and Gilly. Point going to come with at least some token full court pressure. We'll see how intense they play it. Quast inbounds it to Verges and gets it right back. Pointers, Verges across the timeline. Bounces it out to Chisholm on the left side. Malik going to try to guard him out there. Sends it over to Capstrand. Out to Barnstable. Barnstable down to the baseline against Myron, backing him in. Just puts his head and shoulder down, misses it, and then falls on his back. Boy, I tell you what, he really banged into Seth Myron, trying to get in deep, missed the shot. It came out over Myron's head, and then Barnstable went down smack on his back. The foul is going to go on Myron, and I don't think Seth actually did anything on the play, meaning he did not initiate the contact. It can't be a shooting foul as they wipe up a little moisture. But again, Whitewater will get the ball back. These are the killers right now. All the extra shot attempts. Inbound to Chisholm. Pass deflected away by Malik, and he picks it up. You're down 2, a chance to tie or maybe grab the lead back. Cal Crone on the right baseline. Works inside against Capstrand. Kicks to the corner. Malik driving baseline. Back to Cal. Spins inside. Shot blocked. He'll go to the line. Nice spin by Cal and a good pass by Malik Abdul-Wahid. Team number 4 on the Warhawks. Foul on Chisholm, his first in the game. And now Cal goes to the line, a chance to tie it up if he can make 2 free throws. 12:46 to go, and he misses the first. Back in will come Lambert, back in will come Kelly. They're just a little bit physically stronger because they're older bodies. I'm just saying. Cal, well, you need to make 1 out of the 2 here. Freshman out of Waukesha West. Second free throw is on the way, and he got that one. So you're back within 1 now at 49-48. Whitewater with Jameer Barker back in the game. Darius trying to guard there. Jameer gives it off to Kelly on the left side, tried to get by Crone. Here comes the double team, pinned down, throws it off, stolen away by Myron. Myron into the front court, bounces it to Malik, he'll score it! What a pass by Myron, and a great run out by Malik, and the Pointers regain the lead at 50-49, and the crowd coming to its feet. Here's Barker into the front court, behind the back, into the lane, pull-up jumper, left it short, and a foul. Now who's the foul going on? If it's on Myron, it would be number 4. Looks like it'll be called on Malik, which would be his 3rd. But it is a shooting foul, and Barker doesn't miss many. 50-49. The free throw rolls in. Gives him 10 points in the game. We're even at 50. What a good game. 12:07 to go. Second one, good. And Whitewater right back on top. 51-50. Bolden to bring it up for Stevens Point. Barker guarding there, bounces it to Crone outside the arc. Cal holds, takes the dribble, tried to get by Kelly, bounces it off to Darius. Out in deep, throws it on the wing. And they're going to say Darius stepped on the baseline. Looked to me like he got pushed out of bounds, but the official is not going to buy it. That's just another turnover. 11:49 to go. You get down on the baseline, and there isn't a whole lot of room. And I believe we've got the media timeout. 11:49 to go. Whitewater by 1, 51-50. We'll be right back. This is Pointers Tournament Basketball, WPCN. remaining in this one. Whitewater holding on to the 1-point lead. Warhawks have out-rebounded you by 7 right now. Malik Abdul-Wahid will be at the line for 2 and a chance to give his squad the lead back. Malik had 10 at the half. Has 4 so far, and he missed another free throw. The Pointers are killing themselves at the free throw line in the second half. It's not easy. I'm not saying it is. Second one rolls off the rim. Boy, if you lose this game, you can look at one thing right now. Here comes Burgess into the front court. You're down by 1. Chisholm in deep. Lambert, double team comes. He's in trouble. Down on the floor. He gets away and scores. What did they call before the shot? A foul or a jump ball? They got a foul. Baumgartner gets the foul. Team 8. This has to be a 1-and-1. He was not shooting. So Lambert to the line, front end of a 1-and-1. 59-58, and he makes his free throw. Huge difference right now is free throw shooting. 60-58. I hate to say that, but boy, you've had a chance here. Lambert made them both. They are 14 of 16. Make that 13 of 16 from the line. 61-58. Down by 3 into the hands of Josiah Butler. Off the Baumgartner screen down to the baseline. Throws it back to Logan. Darius Bolden at the top of the circle, trying to get by Barker. Gives to Genrick. Down to 10 on the shot clock. Genrick with it to a cutting Malik down the lane. He'll lay it up and in. 61-60 Whitewater. Quast up the left wing. Cal Crone getting set to come back. 6:44 to go. Quast over the circle. Off to Barnstable out on the right wing. Into the corner it'll go there. Quast. Back out to Chisholm. His 3 is blocked. Darius comes up with it. Lead feed Genrick. Beat everybody on the break. Lays it up and in. Beautiful breakout by the Pointers, and they regain the lead at 62-61. 6:20 to go in the ball game. Up the right wing, Quast. Off the screen to the circle. Barnstable left to Barker. Gets by Genrick, cut off, throws it to the wing, and another foul. Coach Dern not happy. Getting beat off the dribble right now. Genrick with the foul. Lost his cushion. That'll be 3 on Ryan now. It is 9 on the Pointers. And Barker to the line for a 1-and-1. He has hit 5 of 6 already. Capstrand coming back in for Quast right now. Barker with a 1-and-1. From now on, after this, Whitewater will shoot 2. Warhawks have committed 17 fouls. Barker's first, off the rim, rebound pulled in by Malik, so that's a big miss. You're still up 1. Butler with it. Can you get Josiah a shot one of these days? Here comes the double team on top, gets it over to Malik. Looked at the corner, takes it into the lane, down the lane, tried to shoot it, blocked out of bounds. Pointer basketball. 62-61. Pointers, 5:51 to go in the ball game. Bolden, the inbounder, gets it to the corner. Genrick, open 3, no. Chisholm with the rebound. Looked good. Rolled off the rim. Barker into the front court to Verges. Barnstable on the wing. To the free throw lane, Capstrand wanted to go to Chisholm. And, that looked like a good overplay and maybe a foul on Chisholm. They're going to get it on Malik, I guess. Well, you're down to the end of the game, but that's 4 on Malik. Boy, you cannot lose him. Chisholm will go to the line. This will be a 2-shot foul. Seth Myron will come back. I guess you got to bring Malik out of the game. Chisholm gets 2. First on the way, he got it. And Myron will come in for Genrick. 5.5 minutes to go in the ball game. 62 apiece and a chance for Whitewater to regain the lead, and they do. Free throw shooting is right now so important. The Pointers have made too many mistakes at the line. Darius Bolden to bring it up. Maybe you can overcome that. Darius into the front court, into the hands of Butler. Barnstable has really shut him down in the second half. Butler double team inside to Cal. Gets it over to Malik, but before that we've got a foul. It's going to go on Chisholm. Ends up being a great foul on Chisholm because otherwise Malik had it wide open. Now Crone has to go to the line, and this is a 1-and-1. Cal needs these. He has missed his last 2. First is on the way, and he got it. We're back tied. Genrick in for Malik. 5:16 to go. Malik kind of looking at the coaches like, I don't know if I should be coming out. But I think they're trying to protect him a little bit here with 4 personals. Cal to give his team the lead. It's in the air. Crawls over the rim and through the basket. 64-63. 5:16 to go. Can you get the stop? Barker into the front court. Sends it over here. Verges bounces it right wing. Chisholm. Chisholm long skip pass. Barnstable. In and out. No long rebound. Darius Bolden. Double teamed and fouled. Either Chisholm or Barnstable. The quickness of Darius Bolden to get to that long rebound when it came right back at Barnstable. The foul on Barnstable, his first. 9th team. Bolden, 1-and-1. Darius, normally a very good free throw shooter. Can we count on him here? Need both. 64-63 Pointers. Darius Bolden to the free throw line. He is 2 out of 2 so far. Has 7 points in the game. First is on the way and good. Bolden gives his team a 2-point lead. Possibly 3 if he can hit here. 4:58 to go in the ball game. Winner gets to play again on Thursday. It's on the way. It is good for Darius Bolden. 66-63, Stevens Point. How about another stop defensively? Barker into the front court, gives it out on the right sideline to Barnstable. Back to Barker. Chisholm fumbled it, but got it back. No problem up there. Drives it into the lane. Double clutches, and we got a traveling violation. Came a little late, but I think it was a good call by the official. Point will get the ball back. Still a lot of time. 4:40 to go. Stevens Point will get it back. And a chance to extend a current 3-point lead. Bolden across the timeline, leaves it for Butler. Butler off the Crone screen. Here comes the double team again. Bounces it to Cal on the baseline. Inside it'll go to Seth Myron to the wing. Outside Darius, fake the 3. Drives in deep. Finds help, gets it to Butler. Still time. Over to Darius. Open 3. Counted! Darius Bolden with the triple. Stevens Point by 6. 69-63. Lots of time left. 4:08. And the Warhawks want a timeout. 4:08 to go. The Pointers lead by 6. This is going to be a 30-second timeout taken by the Hawks. We'll take that 30 and come right back. Pointers basketball, WPCN. Stevens Point with a 69-63 lead. Pointers are shooting 63%. Whitewater shooting 50%. Really the difference right now, although it's not as big as one might suspect, Whitewater with a 5 rebound advantage. They have turned it over 14 times. The Pointers have turned it over 10. If you want to look at an area where you could have yourself a fairly good lead, you're only 12 of 20 from the free throw line. If you hit your normal percentage, you're probably up by 3 more. All right, here you go. Whitewater with the ball. Each team with 2 timeouts left. Inbound, it'll go to Barker. They've got a lot of experience, so watch for them to run some good plays. They'll go to Chisholm, tipped away, picked up by Lambert out on the wing. Gets into the lane and a foul, and you can't foul. You can't stop the clock here. Boy, you made a good play on the lob attempt to Chisholm, but couldn't come up with the loose ball. The foul on Seth Myron, and now his 4th. It's a 2-shot foul for Elijah Lambert. He is 2 out of 2 from the line. Lambert, free throw in the air, and it is good. He has no problem throwing up the free throw here. Lambert on the year is a 64%er, but he's proven here tonight he's clutch. Lambert will get one more. 69-64. Second one is good as well. Give him credit. The junior out of Racine St. Catherine. Pointers lead is at 4. Stout and Lacrosse have gone to overtime. Handoff, it'll go to Butler. Josiah off the Crone screen, and Josiah's tripped up. He went down hard. Chisholm's going to get the foul. That'll be his 3rd. It is the 10th team. Butler will get 2 free throws. He has not scored in the second half, had 8 points at the break. Looks like he'll be okay, but that was a hard fall. Your final score, Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard right now showing .65 Whitewater, .69 Whitewater 65. The final score, corner of 2nd and Maria in Stevens Point. They may have all your game day needs, or you can stop in at the OT Tavern right next door for a little something extra. Boy, you need this one. It's on the way and good. Way too many missed free throws in the second half. 5-point ball game. Quast off to Barker. Jameer brings it up. Darius Bolden defending there. Everybody's going to shoot 2 if you get fouled. Out on the wing, outside, it'll go to Barnstable. Back to Quast. Quast trying to bounce it inside, kicking violation. Good job by Darius Bolden. That prevents that easy bounce pass in deep to Chisholm. 5-point pointer lead, 3:28 to go. Inbound, it'll go to Barker. Fresh 20 on the shot clock. Barker works to the right, comes back into the lane. Runner tried to leave it off underneath and threw it out of bounds. Pointer basketball. He looked for somebody to make a cut off the right wing, and nobody came to the ball, and it went straight out of bounds. So Point will get the ball back. Barnstable out. Verge is back in. Point will have the ball, and here comes some full court pressure. Inbound to Darius Bolden. Up by 5 is Stevens Point. 3:14 to go. Darius into the front court. Can you get a basket here? Works toward the left, hands it off there to Seth Myron. Myron against Lambert, over to Bolden. Off the Crone screen, deep into the corner. A lot of contact down there. Gives it up now, Genrick. Genrick runs to the corner, out to Darius. 3, in and out, no. Tipped rebound into the hands of Lambert. Lambert into the front court, runs it right wing all the way to the baseline. Stopped up by Genrick, works into the lane, brings it back out. Kicks it out here to Butler, to Barker. It will go there to Verges across the way. Quast gets it into the hands of Lambert. 8 on the shot clock. Lambert puts it on the floor against Genrick, down to the baseline, into the lane, fadeaway jumper, no, rebound on the floor. Who's going to dig it out? Stevens Point with Bolden. And did we get a jump ball called? We did. It's Pointer possession. 2:17 to go. Barnstable will come back, replacing Lambert. Pointers will have the ball. Here comes Malik Abdul-Wahid, who's been sitting because of foul trouble. In for Ryan Genrick right now. 2:17 to go in the ball game. Pointers up 5, and they'll have the basketball. Bolden gives it up to Seth Myron, right back to Darius. Holds it there, wanted to get it to Butler. Darius instead holds it out on the wing, now finds Butler on the left side against Barker. To the free throw circle. Butler down the lane and draws the foul. Now here I go again, but you keep going to the line. If all you get is 1 and maybe none, that doesn't do you any good. You need 2. You're up by 5. That foul on Jameer Barker is his 4th. Still 1:55 to go. Somebody's got to make 2 in a row here. To me, free throw shooting, especially in tight situations now, is contagious. Somebody's got to make them. And he left it short. Oh my goodness. The number of missed free throws in the second half is a killer. You're still up by 5, but you are leaving so much. And the second one tipped and goes out of bounds. Pointer basketball, no. So you missed them both. You've missed 10 free throws in the second half of this game. The Pointers have missed 10 free throws in the second half of this game, and they lead by 5. And Whitewater is going to take a 30-second timeout. The ball off the second miss was tipped out of bounds, and for a moment we thought that maybe it was Pointer basketball, but not the case. 1:53 to go. Whitewater down to 1 timeout. Stevens Point has 2. Boy, again, there you go. You've missed 10. Whitewater has missed 2 free throws in the second half. Heck, if you made half of those 10, you have a 10-point lead. But you didn't, did you? 1:53 to go. Doesn't mean the game's going to be lost. It just means you missed an opportunity here. And you know they're going to start fouling if they need to. If they don't convert here, they'll play you defensively, but they're not going to give you anything easy, especially since you've got the choke collar on from the free throw line. You're going to have Myron, Crone, Genrick, Butler, and Bolden on the floor. It'll go back to Jameer Barker. You're up by 5. Barker into the front court against Darius. Bounces it off to Barnstable. Barnstable out on top. Chisholm with it. Chisholm with Crone way out. Barker wants the 3. Off the rim, no. Long rebound tip. Who's going to get it? Genrick saves it back to Butler. Into the hands of Bolden. Oh, big job by Ryan Genrick to run that down and save it from going out of bounds. Crone out on the right wing. Cal, pass almost stolen away. It'll go to Bolden, and a foul on Verges out on the wing. Verges with his 4th, I believe. And now Darius Bolden to the free throw line. Again, everybody, both teams shooting 2. You're down to 1:20. Pointers have battled so hard here tonight. Can they finish this off and get another game on Thursday? First free throw, good. Good for Darius Bolden. 6-point lead. 1:20 to go. You try to play defense without fouling. Darius will get the second. The junior out of Glendale, Nicolay. Off the rim, no. Verges with a rebound. It'll go to Barker. You're up by 2 full possessions. Barker, crossover, top of the circle, works it out, picks up the dribble. Myron right on him. Off on the wing it will go. Down to the baseline, out of bounds. It'll be off of, waiting for, well, it looks like it'll be Whitewater basketball. 1:04 to go. Malik Abdul-Wahid look for a lob to the rim to Chisholm. And they'll try to get an and one. Genrick out. These guys are laying it on the line. Everybody's tired. Can you gut it out for 1:04? Lob comes into Barnstable. He can shoot it off to Verges. Over it'll come. Quast for three. No. Rebound Chisholm. Saved and then out of bounds. Whitewater ball. Chisholm just got up too high and saved it, in essence, off of Stevens Point and out of bounds. 56 seconds to go. Point doesn't want to waste a timeout, but they really are barking for some rebounds. Verges inbounds it to Chisholm. Chisholm on the handoff pass. Barker got his man to leave his feet, tipped away into the lane. Barker goes up and scores. Well, it's a 4-point ball game, 71-67. Inbound to Josiah Butler. On ahead, Bolden, and the foul with 44 seconds to go. The foul on Quast, his first. Bolden will get 2. We'll go right back to saying you have to make these free throws. You're going to get to the line a bunch more before this game is done. 43.6 seconds to go. Bolden will get 2. The first is good. Bounced around a little, but he made it. 72-67. Darius will get another. This one in the air, good. 6-point lead for Stevens Point. Make them take some time. Barker, front court, top of the circle, into the lane, and a hold on Cal Crone. Well, he got into Cal, a little mismatch. Cal, no way can he keep up with Jameer Barker. Barker will get 2 with the clock stopped, 73-67. It's a lot of fun. Barker gets the 2. Everybody shoots 2. His first is good. No surprise there. 73-68. Point with 2 timeouts, Whitewater 1. Barker's second free throw is good. Now you have to be strong with the ball. Here comes Kelly into the game, replacing Barker. Little bit stronger rebound and a guy that can give up a foul or 2. Barker has 4, and they need him. 36 seconds to go in the game. Again, everybody shoots 2. Pointers lead it by 4. Seth Myron, the inbounder, gets it in to Darius Bolden. Circles through. Here comes the double team, triple team. And did we turn the ball over? They get the jump ball. Just mishandled it. And Whitewater will get it with the turn of possession. Exactly what you couldn't do. Darius got it, started to dribble baseline, and then here came the double and triple team. Didn't dribble through it or around it, maybe couldn't. And now you turn it over. Inbound, it'll come to Chisholm in the free throw circle. Off to Kelly, poked away by Malik. Back to Kelly, trying to drive down deep. Lost the ball, but picked up by Barnstable. 23, Barnstable gives it back to Barker. Behind his back, takes the shot, won't go, tipped around. Who's gonna get the ball? Loose on the baseline, Kelly up, no, foul. With 13 seconds to go. Nobody could grab it, and a foul called where? On Darius Bolden. Darius Bolden with his second, but again, now they can score with the clock off, and it's only a 4-point game. At the line is going to be James Kelly for the first time tonight. He gets the advantage of an automatic 2. His first is on the way, and it is good. James Kelly, a senior out of Milwaukee, and St. John's Military can make this a 2-point game. Oh, you got the stop and you couldn't grab the rebound. 13 seconds to go. And we've got the timeout taken by Point, hoping to ice the shooter a little bit. Let's take a 30-second break. We will come right back. Pointers basketball, WPCN. To 13.3 seconds to go. Stevens Point just recently had a 6-point lead. Then they turned the ball over to get it down to 4. And now turned it over again. Well, didn't turn it over, could not secure a rebound. It was there for the taking, which might, and I emphasize, might have iced the game, but you didn't get it. Now Kelly goes to the line to make it either a 2-point game or remaining at 3. If he should miss, you have to get the rebound if you're Stevens Point. Kelly will be at the line. He's 1 for 1 from the stripe. Very important. It's on the way, and he missed it. Rebound, Darius Bolden, double teamed, and a foul. Boy, you get that ball down by the floor and hope that they foul you, but if they tie you up, well, now Darius has to go down and make free throws. Simple as that. Not that that's simple, mind you, right? Pointers have hit 16 of 28 from the line, 57%. Whitewater has hit 20 of 24, 83%. Can Darius improve the Pointer statistic? First on the way, nope. Nope. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Well, you absolutely need this one now. You have the 3-point lead. Can you make it 4? Darius' second is good. 4-point lead. You cannot foul. 10 seconds to go. Barker bringing it up. He bobbled it. Stolen away by Malik. He will take it in. And for the 3rd time, he'll throw it down with 2 seconds to go. The Pointers, 6-point lead. They will advance and play again on Thursday. The final shot does not go. Stevens Point, 76. Whitewater, 70. Big win for this Pointers basketball team. And they will play again on Thursday. And we will have that game. What a way to finish it out. A defensive stop, a defensive play. And then Malik for the 3rd time with a breakaway dunk. And the Pointers win by 6. 76-70. Let's take a 2-minute break. We're coming right back. UW Stevens Point men's basketball, WPCN.